Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk. Okay, let me make sure everything is in working order. Something says something was disconnected and something. I did not read it on my screen. Something was disconnected. Well, I don't know what my app was telling me, but I think my day is going well. It's a rainy day like promised during the rainy seasons. It's a very early Thursday morning, 9:07 a.m. that is, and you know what? First last is first in the house and also first to complete our super chat goals. So cheers to first last. You know what? Thank you so much for coming in and chilling with me. I was so worried no one would be here, and good to see you as well, Hajat. Let me put my big head on the screen first. Sawadee-ka! Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk, and as promised, a raining walk during the rainy season. This seems to make sense on an early Thursday morning, and thank you so much. Like I was saying, hey, first in, and definitely not last. Also, first to complete our super chat goals. So, Kakumana Cup first last. I hope you have a great time with your bro a little bit later, but hey, before he's ready, let's get the journey started, and hopefully you'll get some chilling time here. plenty of chilling in terms of rain. It's pretty cold. Let's get going. Okay, I'm gonna rely on my on-screen chat for now, but hey, good to see ya. Paul Blunt. Okay, I'm gonna rely on my on-screen chat. Everything seems to be working, but it keeps on telling me it's not able to stream to YouTube. So since we don't have any mods here, I'm gonna rely on everybody here to help me out. And let me know if things are in working order. And let me give a better welcome to Paul. Good to see you, Paul. I was just making sure everything's doing well, but my app keeps on saying due to connection issues, I'm unable to stream to YouTube, but I'm pretty sure we're still online. So do let me know if we have any issues. Thank you so much, First Last. Like I was saying, hope you have a good time with your bro a little bit later, but hey, I definitely need you and Paul right now alongside Hajat with us, because I'm pretty lonely right now in the rain. There's never a lonely moment with you guys when I have you guys coming along. So it seems like everything is good. I don't know why it keeps on telling me that it's unable to stream. But you know, better than the app lying than it actually is telling me the truth. So let me find a pathway where we can walk safely first. And then I'll give a big hello to Vivian Johnson. Good to see you, Vivian. An early Thursday for me, and I guess still a hump day for some of you before it hits 12 a.m. So I guess you guys are, well, hump day is Thursday for me, because yesterday was quite easy as I just kind of chilled out a little bit. You know, yesterday I got fooled by the rain, or the rain warning, because it was so sunny yesterday. And then I kind of got delayed and ended up not going out. But hey, good to see you, Vivian. And Vivian says, I was just about to go to bed and thought I would check online and one more time, and here I am. Well, of course, a early good night, but if you can hang around and chill with us on this rainy morning, I'll be delighted, and it's my pleasure to take you around to Princess Songkla and explore Kathu. And I think in rainy season fashion, because actually it's been rainy season, you guys know, for like 2 months now, and we haven't got a lot of rain. I think we're gonna get a steady amount today. Hello, Billy. Good to see you, Billy Carter. And this time around, we're actually getting some rain during the rainy season. I'm actually not complaining because I enjoy plenty of sun. Do we want to check out the flea market today? No, I'm more interested in doing a rain walk. Alright, so the flea market is open. We saw it last time around when we're walking around Kathu. But you know what? Let's enjoy the rain a little bit more and make our way to Princess Songkla University first. So good to have everybody here. I was just a bit worried that I wouldn't have a good crowd. It looks like I have a wonderful crowd, and thank you, First Last, once again. I'm going to get that banner and celebration up for you, and do look out for the thumbnail. And I'm still working on Intruder Alert's thumbnail, so Intruder Alert Captain, please do stay put, and thank you for your patience. Definitely did not forget. And that's the problem with the paths here. You gotta be really careful, or else you're just gonna get, well, it's kind of hard to avoid to get your feet wet, I guess. But let's not get it wet over and over and over again, if that makes any sense. Yeah, thank you, Vivian, for staying as long as you can keep your eyes open, because it looks like I'm all out of mods today instead of all out of love like the song I sang last time. So hopefully you can help me out a little bit and keep things in order until we have a few more moderators come in. I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. I know you were right, believing for so long. I'm all out of love, What am I without you? I can't be too late to say that I was so wrong. I want you to come back and carry me home, away from these long, lonely nights. I'm reaching for you. Are you feeling it too? Does the feeling all seem so right? And what would you say if I call on you now and said that I can hold on? There's no easy way, it gets harder each day. Please love me or I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Hey, Paul knows what that tune is. Air Supply. Glad you enjoyed it, bye. And I got you saying Cowabunga bye on the thumbnail I did for you guys. As you were one of the Ninja Turtles. Well, sometimes that's the thing in the rain, right? It's a strange kind of mood, especially when you're walking. Sometimes you just tend to want to sing instead of talk. But I'm sure everybody's heard plenty of both on this channel. And I haven't really sang for years, so I apologize for everybody enduring that all year long. I guess when you're into the walk and you're enjoying what you're doing, you start to sing. Alright. Who said Sunday was fun day? Seems like Thursday is it. And we're gonna make a trip to Princess Songkla University. It's forecasted at about 26 degrees today. And thanks to the, obviously, the rainy weather, it does actually feel that way. So 26 is okay, comfortable in terms of temperature for me. Aside from my shoes are all wet, I got no complaints. Hey, good to see you, Brad. Hope you like rainy days, as we're gonna have one today on this Thursday morning. Good to see you, Brad Palmer. And hope you're having a good one, of course, as I'm just trying to keep us alive right now and watch out for traffic. Not much of a walk path here. And we have plenty of ways to go in terms of getting to Princess Songkla University, so feel free to drop by Brad's channel and see what Brad's been up to in Northern Ontario. It's always a great time there with Brad, so go over there, subscribe, and enjoy that good content. But good to have you here, Brad, as we're gonna keep on marching forward. I probably will rewarm myself with some sort of drink. I've been off coffee lately, and it's weird. When you drink it on and off, you get really tired the next day. Hey, Modano, good to see you. I was a bit worried before Vivian has to go to sleep. We're all out of mods today. I was singing all out of love and an expression of that situation. But good to have you here. It seems like our mods are back in the house and plenty of love to share. because they're going to keep things in order. I was a bit worrying about the rain and the chat at the same time could be difficult. So thank you for coming in, everybody. Good to have you here, Madano. And here's a great dim sum place, but hey, a quick big shout out to all my mods for doing a great job, and like I said, keeping me calm, and I feel great right now since Madano and Vivian has came in. And we're using the gimbal today, all along with the DJI Mic 2 and the iPhone 16 Pro. And for those of you in Thailand or locally that do any shopping on Shopee, there's a big sales happening, and you can check out some of the products finally that's on my channel in the description or just right below the screen there. And those are some of the stuff and gears that I use, not to mention the Hoka shoe that I'm wearing. And I don't remember exactly what I put there, but I'm sure the DJI Pocket 3 is what I used to make 4K videos and sometimes even stream, as Boom mentioned in his recent collab with Matt Ross. And when I have a chance, I'm gonna pull Boom's channel. And Boom's done some wonderful live streams as well and videos over the past week, including, if you think some people cover the last day of the Canadian National Exhibition, Boom says no. I got the official last day, as he, let me cross the street here, and I think I'm gonna make it. Boom goes to the exhibition as they're tidying up and tearing it down and says, I'm actually doing the official last day stream. So Boom did a very unique last day Canadian National Exhibition place live stream. So let me pull his link up while I get a little bit of a protection over top here. Not sure how clean this place is. It's full of oil. Oh no. You know what? Let me just keep marching forward. Pick another place. That place might be a mechanical shop. So let me come in here a little bit. Okay. And I can also catch up on the chats. Hey! I think Peter is here. Good to see you, Peter, and as well as Juanita. Sorry if I missed you guys on the chat. And Peter is singing, it's raining, it's pouring. Big bony head Alex is trying his best not to melt. How do you know? I think aside from my feet feel like it's melting, it's all quite alright. Oh great, okay, I'm glad I caught everybody coming in, and once again welcome everybody. And welcome Juanita. And it's great to have one more mod added to the walk, as I'm gonna rely more so on the on-screen chat. And once again, big shout out to First Last for reaching our super chat goals. I hope he's still around when we reach the Prince of Songcloud University. I'll pull him a banner, but if anything, he should be having a good time with his brother. And hey, wishing him an early, amazing time. And I'll get that thumbnail ready for you as well. But in the meanwhile, let me get Boom's channel up, and bada bing, bada boom. And good to see ya. Yoshi, the GTA Explorer. Looks like a rainy day in Phuket, Thailand here. And Yoshi says, we'll have some here. That is in Toronto. In the morning, of course. Okay, let me get the journey going first. And you guys feel free to... I hope we're still online. Can somebody let me know if the stream is doing okay? Because I keep on getting pop-ups saying it's unable to stream to YouTube due to network issues. So I don't know if it's telling me the truth. And Paul says, oh no, Paul hasn't been well and being really busy. Well, I wish you get everything done and sorted out, Paul. And of course, all things are back to usual. I think that's important. I just mentioned on my members video, we finally got a usual, which is a routine, right? And I'm actually really happy finally that me and Sign has finally got a routine, because that can really help stable life, and you can add more and enjoy more of other aspects when you have that stability. So I hope everything is back to normal for you soon enough, and you get to enjoy a little bit more in terms of life, yeah? But great to have you join us, Paul. It's always a good time, and hopefully during your busy time, some of my thumbnails and those little things I do could, add a little smile, give you a chuckle or two, you know what I mean? It's always important to get a good laugh in or two. A smile or two in a day always helps. Yeah, and it's the 50th live stream for Yoshi as well, fresh out of the oven. So don't forget to check out Yoshi's 2-hour walk around Toronto Markham area. And of course it's a great one as he hits the milestone of YouTube of being monetized. So feel free to check out that content, and also become a member, then you'll get to enjoy his members content as well. And I think we had a chance to check out one of my favorite stations in the TDC system. I think it was Cape Station. Definitely worthy of a look, and a station I often travel to when I lived in the area. So check out Yoshi's live stream alongside those amazing contents, and consider becoming a member as well, and subscribe and like, of course, while you're there. And yeah, as Vivian says, congrats on the 50, definitely. And let's get us the Prince of SoundCloud and get those banners up. And cheers once again to First Last for coming in first, and then starting me out on a rainy day. And of course, he's still gonna be busy later on, chilling with his bro. And cheers, man. And a good time to you for sure, man. I miss my bro. He's gonna visit me, I think, sometimes in a few months. I think during the high season, perhaps. Looking forward to that as well. Definitely know what that feels like. It's always a good time to chill out and hang out. And Yoshi says, yeah, Pape and Chester Station. That's awesome. And I think you have to be a member to be able to check that one out. So check out Yoshi's channel and see what's up. We got plenty of time before we reach Prince of SoundCloud University. I'm just thinking which way I should go this time around. Quite slippery downhill that way. So we got some awesome content and channels to check out while I'm slowly trekking towards our destination, and plenty of walking to go. So feel free to check out all those channels, including Brad Palmer, Boom Productions, and you'll get to see Muzzy there as well, and of course Yoshi that we were just talking about. That's quite alright, Yoshi. I'm sure we'll have more members video from you soon enough. And once again, thank you for the gifted membership from Bro Medano. Cheers to you. I'm also a member now at Yoshi's channel, so I'm also excited to check out some members' contents when available. Just making sure the car behind me isn't gonna hit me. If everybody's wondering why I'm a little bit off. But I'll regain focus once again. But cheers to all my mods. That's why I need you here, and I appreciate all of you. have a good time in the chat. And despite the rainy weather, of course I'm out here with everybody. And so is he, selling some traditional drinks. So good for him and I. But I was also motivated by Johnny Strides, who was just streaming about maybe half an hour before I was. So feel free to check out Johnny Strides' channel. I might be a little bit busy pulling that link right now, but I think everybody knows who Johnny is, as he just finished an evening live stream around the Toronto area, obviously, as he's back in Toronto from his Quebec vacation. And good for him for visiting local destinations in Canada, supporting Canadians. I need to visit more local destinations myself, speaking of that, and visit around Thailand. And I am looking forward to it, slowly working towards it. And hello, Pine Sol, good to see you. As more people come in, I have a bigger smile on my face. And great to have you here. Yes, it is a rainy Thursday morning here, quite early, not late at all. And I think a lot of these traffic and cars and people getting to places can agree. Everybody's busy at just 9:30 in the morning. And I hope the stream is still going well. Let me step aside and check it out. There's a constant pop-up on my screen that says, due to connection issues, it's not streaming to YouTube. Give me a second. I don't know what shenanigan is happening. And Vivian tells me it's all good. That's way better than me checking. Let's get going then. Thank you, Vivian. It just constantly pops up. I don't know what the reasoning is. But lucky I looked back first, because you can see that bike was mighty close. And we are on the DJI Osmo SE gimbal right now. I forgot to mention that. Hey, first class, the walk is good so far. No worries. As you're bouncing back and forth, I mentioned you a few times and made sure, of course, everybody knew that this walk is already on a positive note, thanks to your wonderful support, hitting our super chat goals. I was just a bit worried that you're gonna miss the banner time, but we're gonna do that when we get to Princess Songkla. I think it's a better backdrop there than right here. And also I kind of have to focus on not slipping, because a lot of these paths are molded up, and once there's molds that grow on them, obviously. And once the rain hits, I mean, they're perfectly fine when it's dry in the sun. It doesn't affect you. But once the rain hits, it gets really slippery. Now there's no walk path really there. Kind of have to step on the road a little bit. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's make it quick. Whee! Okay, we're good. And first class says, what type of footwear? I'm wearing the Hokas actually. I don't know if I can get a screenshot of them. And these are better in rain conditions, but I do need better waterproof shoes. These are actually the ones with a plate in it on the bottom. Actually, it has a nice boost when I walk. So these are more for running, quicker pace. But on drier days, I also wear the hookah, which is featured. I think it should be anyways on the product list I have there. But that's more for local viewers in Thailand. So that's the shoe I wear though, and that's the brand. It's between the Hoka Clifton, and this one I'm wearing is, I forgot the name of it. Oh, Rocket. These are the Hoka Rockets, I think. Yeah, plenty of puddles and potholes here. I don't know why I picked this path. Maybe I get more chances of being splashed and all. And it has happened before, and I don't blame the cars because both the pathway for the cars and the pedestrians are quite narrow. So if they splash me, it's like, what could they do? And I'm like, what can I do? So I'm ready to defend myself with umbrella. And thank you, Peter, for confirming that the stream is still good. As he says, Alex, yeah, you're still fine on my 42-inch living room Roku television. Nice. And there's my big head on your giant TV. Hello, Peter. And sorry if I'm screaming a little bit too loud. It's really noisy here. So sometimes my natural reaction is to talk a bit louder. I know that, of course, the mic too compensates a lot, and probably I'm really loud on the other end. Okay, let me get across. Now that I have a chance. Always an adventure walking around Phuket, isn't it? But there will be some relaxing and peaceful moments coming right up once we get to the university, as these lesser walk paths are usually ridden on a, or traveled on a motorbike. Thank you, Vivian. I appreciate that. As Vivian says, we'll be quick to tell you there's an issue. Yeah, because the apps keep, this app anyways, it's just flashed it again saying unable to stream to YouTube due to connection issues. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm still streaming to everybody here, so that's good enough for me. Whatever the YouTube thing they're referring to must be somewhere else. Maybe it's some error, I don't know what's causing this. And my internet should be good. And as Vivian just confirmed, we are still on air, so let's keep roaming forward. And even if we're offline or off air, I'll be sure to get us back up. We don't just quit like that. Luckily, lately, I have been less challenged in terms of being kicked on offline, so hopefully it stays the same. It could be the weather causing some of the issues, but it doesn't show any connection issues. It just has that pop-up, so that's awkward. I've never seen that before. Well, I just stepped on a puddle there, Peter, and it did not bark back, so it's not a poodle. You know what, let me go into a slightly more dry area and walk path for a little bit first, and then we'll jump back in the rain, I assure you. Okay. Well, there's plenty of puddles, not many poodles. But hope everybody's having a great one, despite a more cloudy and gloomy day here. I'm having a good day. I just mentioned we haven't walked in the rain actually for a while, so it's funny to say during the rainy seasons. For our channel anyways, a unique occasion. I went out multiple times suggesting that it's a rain walk, and it just never turned out to be like that. So anyways, rain walk it is. Let me get myself back into the rain. That's what I'm here for. So everybody stay dry and stay put at home, sit back and relax. And welcome to PSU, Princess Songkla University, and that's Phuket campus. Hello Megan. Hope you're into some romantic rain, because this is definitely not anything really bad or horrible. So welcome to a rainy Thursday morning on Phuket Island. And I think we're going to have a good one, as long as I don't slip and fall or anything, because those black marks that you guys may or may not see on screen, depending on the angle I guess, but are really slippery. So I'm going to stay on safer grounds for the time being. But like I was wishing everybody, and alongside Megan as well, hope you guys are having a great day or a great night. And let me get my foot wet and you guys stay dry. And enjoy the day and enjoy that night. Megan says, always up for a rainy walk or a rainy day walk. Yeah, and we're supposed to have more of that coming up, so this is the first of many I anticipate. And I say first, we have walked in the rain before, but usually it comes and it goes, and we have long spells of dry periods, so it looks like today it'll be steady. It's gonna pour for quite a while, as it did last night. The funny thing about yesterday was, I was talking about a little bit earlier, I wanted to go out for a stream, and I wanted to actually walk around the Ban Wak Dam. That was the original plan, and it said it would rain and there was some warning and stuff, and the forecast was completely wrong, because it ended up to be like blazing hot. And I don't think it rained most of the morning anyways, but that's what happens on certain days. But I'm glad I'm able to come out here today, because if it rained and I went to the Ban Wak Dam trail, I would have had no network, so that's why that was a bad combo. But it's okay. Today we'll come to somewhere we're a little bit more familiar with, in terms of just making sure it's more safe for me in the rain. I don't want to get trapped in the trail in a storm. It's not too bad though. The Ban Wak Dam trail is about like 6 kilometers around, or 7. But never mind me. Let's get that banner up. Lovely. Okay, let me catch my breath and do some celebrations first for first last. And First Last says, lovely sound. Yeah, after I saw your message, I didn't want to say anything. Hope I'm not ruining the moment and you're having a good one. In the meanwhile, we have a fellow traveler there just taking a picture. And he just said a hello to me, but cheers to you, First Last. Thank you so much. I didn't know what to expect, as you know, sometimes when you come out on these hectic rainy walks, but Hey, before the walk even barely got started, First Class is like, I'm actually busy, I gotta chill my bro, but I got you, Alex, and hit the super chat goals immediately. So thank you so much, First Class. Cheers to you. And you know what, in celebration of that, definitely a victory. And even in the rain, of course, on this channel, we can have plenty of fireworks. So hope everybody's enjoying the rain, enjoying the fireworks, as I'm enjoying everybody's company as well. So much love to you, First Class, and of course, hope you have a amazing and awesome time with your brother later. And I always do it a third time, meaning 1 thank you, 2 thank you, and 3 thank you is a charm. So thank you very much, First Class, once again for being the first one in. Cheers to you. And of course, hitting our super chat goals. Thank you so much, bro. And do stay tuned and look forward to I'm looking forward to it, the thumbnail, as I often design and redesign the thumbnail to reflect the journey and show some appreciation of the support I got on my trip. But this trip and this walk, well, we got plenty of more walking to do. So once again, thank you, First Class. Cheers to you. And of course, wishing you a wonderful time later when you show your bro. And thank you, Juanita. Do listen to Juanita, and never mind me, right? But Juanita tells you to subscribe and like. I think it's good recommendations, so absolutely hit that like button and subscribe as well, as Juanita suggested. Okay, bite on my tongue no more. I kind of am holding the umbrella of my chin while talking, so please don't blame me. And welcome to Princess Songcloud University. I still feel okay in terms of getting a drink, so I guess we don't have to go to any cafes yet, but it's still quite early. I'm not sure if anything's open yet around. Usually in Phuket Old Town, we have Honda Cup House. We're a little bit far from there. And I'm getting constant pop-ups saying it's unable to stream to YouTube. I'm just going to ignore that now. It's annoying me, and I'm sure it's annoying you. And we did have a 4K motorbike ride video just premiere last night, so feel free to check that out a little bit later if you want to. It's a nice ride around Phuket Island from Phuket Old Town around the area of Kathu. I would say smooth sailing. Vivian's like, I never noticed until you talked about it. Thank you, Vivian. Sheesh. I'll filter that annoyance out. And sorry if I missed any of the chats. I'm trying to keep up, but I'm also looking at the floor in case I trip or slip. I seem to be actually have a safer bet on the road, but you know, they're also cars, right? Yeah, I'm glad the gimbal and the mic setup is working out. You see, I don't use the gimbal not because I want to avoid all the kind of extra work, but it's more so because I need the fan to be on hotter days. So today is nice and cool, and despite the extra work, I want to have better quality because I have to be busy with the umbrella. So here's the gimbal to help. Hopefully it's doing its job as I'm jumping around like Super Mario here, trying to avoid potholes. And I'm in the middle of the road here. Okay, let's not do that. And let this person pass first. And let's see what I missed here. And as usual, I watch the videos with breakfast. Oh, and I invite everybody else to do that. I often watch or premiere my videos when I'm having the meal, and often when I premiere my videos, I'm usually having dinner or watching Johnny Strides. Isn't it the best combo? Watching some good YouTube and having some food. I remember I used to go home and after a hard day's work, and I would get my meal and it's all hot and ready, and I would have it on the table. I would get the beer out from the fridge. It's perfectly cool because it's been there for the whole day, obviously, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to have a good time. And then I'll turn on the TV and spend the next 2 hours trying to look for something to watch, and my food is all cold, the beer is like melting, all warm and stuff, and I finally find something to watch, and I'm like, man, that was so stressful. So I think those days are gone, as there's plenty to watch now. On any screen. But I used to have a very hard time selecting what to watch. Thank you, Vivian. I appreciate it. And of course, I hope you had a great time with your great-granddaughter. And definitely spend more time with her than watching my walks. But unless, like I said, unless she wants to watch too, then that's a different story. Hey, look, I'm not the only one out here. There's still someone out here cutting grass. So maybe I should go to the other side of the road. I'm not the only one, rain or shine. Vivian says, you're on way too late for her. Well, I guess I am the late night entertainment over there. I apologize for that. I hope she can enjoy some of my market streams then when me and San find some time to visit some night markets, as we intend to do. We wanted to go back to Nakai. We haven't been there for so long. And perhaps the Kathu night market as well. We only been to Kathu night market once on the channel. So maybe it's just a matter of time we make a return trip. Hey, the cafeteria is open. Maybe we could have a drink in there. They also have drinks. I think I'm getting a bit thirsty. And you know what? I might just grab some food on my way out if I remember. Let's see how that goes. Sign has some extra assignment tonight, so she won't be home until probably when I'm asleep. So today is a drier day for me. You know, most of the time I'm just here to spend time with Sign. But here, let me maybe grab some drinks first, and then maybe I'll grab some food a little bit later too. Let's see first. And I think I'll just get one of these tea drinks. Green tea? Okay. That's lime in it. Or lemon. สวัสดีครับเท่าไหร่ครับครับผมขอบคุณมากครับ And Vivian says, get something to eat. Cheers, Vivian. And let me sit down first and I'll talk to everybody. And it's always a nice atmosphere here because right behind me is this beautiful jungle and what I call the pond. But thank you so much, Vivian Johnson, for the amazing support. And let me show my big head. Okay. I'll have this here on the side first. And cheers, Vivian. I guess I'll be grabbing that meal and then I'll have it for takeout, I think. But I'll be needing some food tonight because Sign won't be at home to eat with me. We usually go and grab something together. And that's how I enjoy my evenings. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my stand up. And that's what the fuzz is all about. I didn't use my gimbal in ages. Here we are. Alright, in the meanwhile, check out the cafeteria. And the amazing thing is not just the decor that's updated, it's the great food here. I can smell it. And I told everybody many times, the people that cook here are the same people that have their stalls in night markets as well. So the food is excellent here. It's traditional Phuket Island food. Let me get my big head on screen. I was just saying. Hey Vivian, ขอบคุณมากนะครับ and thank you so much for the $7 super chat. And I will get myself some dinner for tonight. And thank you for reassuring me that the pop-up on the bottom that constantly is happening only bothers you guys when I mentioned it like just now. But all in all, cheers to you. Thank you, Vivian. And of course, thank you First Class as well for meeting our super chat goals. And I'm looking forward to this drink. And cheers to everyone. Paul, Modano, Megan, and Peter Bradfield. I know you're still here. Pine Saw as well. And Hatchot. You can never give enough cheers here. That was a nice walk. I actually needed that. I've been trying to bulk up all week. As you guys know, I'm on my fitness little regime or whatever you want to call it. But I do have videos up of it. It's called Phuket Fitness. Phuket Walk Fitness. As I'm trying to get back into shape at the age of 43, and I have done a few episodes already. I think we're on our 5th, heading towards our 6th, I think. And I'll be making 6 probably later on in the evening. It doesn't look like I can go too far in this rain and this weather. So after this rain walk, I'll probably do some workout routine. And that's why I started it, because usually every year we have 2 to 3 months worth of like a lot of pouring rain. So this year has been very exceptional and lucky and blessed. It's great for tourism as well on the island. But yeah, so I'm just anticipating that also for next year, so we have something to do as well. And worst comes to worst, at least I can do a live stream at home or in the gym, and we can do a workout together, you know what I mean? So that'll be something, or you guys can watch me do a workout. That'll be something at least positive and also healthy, you know, for myself to, you know, just like a car, I need to maintain as well to be able to go on these journeys. So I take those gym workouts and the extra cardio kind of like upgrades and maintenance so I can keep on walking, right? So cheers to everybody. And if those videos don't do so well, that's all right. It's for people who want to watch it. Hey, Hansel, cheers. And once again, thank you for the Super Chat Go accomplishment, first class, and as well as Vivian Johnson. Kumana Cup. I'll be grabbing some food soon enough. So let's check out the atmosphere. And the environment first. And actually this is lovely for me, because when I first arrived on the island and went to university here, this is where I would sit by myself, of course, in the beginning. You didn't know anybody, and it would be super rainy. And I would often enjoy food here. And Peter says I should put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Another song recommendation, Peter, thank you. And that's why I'm getting my chat out from the other phone right now. Sawadee krap. Sawadee krap. Krap. And yeah, that used to be the same lady that served me lunch and cooked me up the good meals. And I think we're gonna give her a visit a little bit later. But she said hi to me first, so cheerios to her. And you know what, since we're at the cafeteria, and I really love this place, let's pull a nice banner for Vivian. And thank you, Vivian Johnson. I'm gonna screenshot the song first. And thank you for being awesome, because I definitely do miss the meals I have here. And they're very healthy, to be honest. Whatever ingredients they use, I'm sure it's local. And it's from the island, because that year I got in really good shape and health when I was on the island. So very good food, and I dominantly ate at that one shop every day almost. So I'm gonna go back for some more. So as I'm talking about and thinking about the food, enough of that, here's some fireworks. Thank you so much, Vivian Johnson. And hopefully the fireworks is keeping you up and putting you to sleep. But if anything, we'll get the journey started again and we'll get walking. And thank you so much, Vivian. And I guess when Vivian falls asleep, somebody else gotta let me know if the stream is indeed still up. Well, it looks like we're all right. I guess we'll chill here for a few more moments first. I'm just checking on a few things, including my mic, so don't mind me. Just enjoy the nice natural ambience the rain is providing. I'm enjoying it myself. And cheers once again to Vivian. And since the music is blasting behind me, I might as well cover it up with, I guess, some singing myself. So I get us a better view of the pond. And that might be too close up. Let me see what I can do here. I guess I can leave my stuff here. Let's walk to the front a little bit and walk around the premises. I'm getting some good vibes here as I guess my brain is taking me down memory lane. And then I'll be sure to get some food. So let's walk to the front. And then of course we'll jump back in the rain. That's what we're here for. And we'll check out the front a little bit, but I will grab some food. You know what, let's grab the food first. That makes a little more sense. I did want to walk around. I think it will get a little bit busy a bit later on. It is 10 o'clock right now, 10:07 a.m. Okay, well, grab a bite first. Or get some to go first at least. And it's very good pricing here, so let's pick a few things. Sawasdee krab. ขอข้าวครับ
กินข้าวเหรอใส่กล่องกินนี่
ใส่กล่องครับ ขอบคุณครับ And yeah, I used to eat a lot of protein. This would be what I came for every day. Do you really blame me? And Vivian says, I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I guess Vivian is singing along with the rain right now. And let me see what I want to pick and choose. Wow, there's so much. I'm thinking I'll get three things. Yeah, 3 assorted items. And then maybe probably grab one of those eggs. That's looking very yummy. โอเคครับนี่ครับ3 อย่างครับ And Pine Sol says, this is my spot, yeah, and it's all thanks to Vivian, you know, I was thinking about it, and ไก่ทอดแล้วก็ไก่ย่างครับขอบคุณมากครับ So I'll go for the traditional classic crispy chicken, and then we'll have some barbecue chicken to go alongside with that. Yeah. See, I would really enjoy the pork too, but the style of pork here, they have a little bit more fat to it, which is absolutely delicious, but I'm trying to stay lean, so I'll settle for the delicious chicken. I say settle, but hey. And look at that box is filled up and all that rice she gave me. Oh, just like good old days. I miss her. Cup. Oh, ไข่ดาวหนึ่งครับ And the egg I was talking about. And Madonna says, sounds great. First class is enjoying it. Everybody high fives. Thank you, Vivian Johnson. And usually when Sign's not around, I just go down to 7-Eleven and grab a burger or something. So some days are really lame here for me if you guys think I just eat Thai food all day. But today we're getting some delicious food. เท่าไหร่ครับ ครับผม and all that for 60 baht. ขอบคุณครับ So yeah, this is definitely the place. ขอบคุณมากครับ So yeah, for those of you who's visiting or local to the island, here is a hidden gem to visit to get some delicious food. Princess Songkla University. ขอบคุณมากนะครับ And come to this stall. And if you want, of course, you can pour yourself a bowl of delicious soup, and that's chicken soup, chicken stock in there, and it's smelling great actually, so you can help yourself to that. And this is the school cafeteria, and she waves a friendly goodbye, and I think that's gonna take us to the front, and that brings back 10 years worth of memory as I was here, well, 11 years ago. And I'm gonna put the food in my bag first, and I'm gonna enjoy that a little later, but I'll show everybody what's up, because this is gonna be my dinner, guys. So it's not that I don't want to eat it with you guys and share it, but I gotta save some food because Sign's not gonna be around tonight. Look all that, oh my. And you know what, I'll even open it up. Hey Don, good to see you. We're just taking a brief moment to show everybody the food that I used to eat every day in university, but I can't eat it here, so I apologize. But Saudi Cup, welcome Don, and we'll check out the food first. And Don, not to worry, I'm working on that thumbnail. Just give me some time. And here's the food, and I'll just lift the egg a little bit. So there's 3 different types of assorted meats in there. It's covering up the super spicy one that I picked earlier, and then on top a bed of chicken over a bed of rice, I would say. And all that for 60 baht, ladies and gents. So this is probably the best place to come for a meal. And like I said, if you want a bowl of soup, you could just grab yourself a bowl and help yourself, as that gentleman did, a big bowl for himself. Peter says, I can't eat anything fried. No worries, they have plenty of steam dishes there as well. And right next to it, there's more steamed chicken also. And they have noodles as well here, soup noodles. So a lot of selection at this area, Peter. But since I'm doing the fitness workout, plenty of protein is very good for me. So welcome Don, Intruder Alert Captain, to the live stream. We're having a rainy walk, so I'm gonna get us and get my butt back out there in the rain for everybody. I'm just making sure that my food is secure, and I'll have some nice dinner tonight for myself. And I have plenty to look forward to tonight. I'm gonna have some editing to do and some thumbnails to do. And then after that, I think I'm gonna hit the gym and make a few more videos for everybody. I think the rain is gonna keep me indoors. But yeah, that was the same lady that served me 11, 12 years ago when I first arrived at the university alongside her husband. So, you know, although I walk by all the time, but I don't always pop in, right? So thank you, Vivian, for, I think Vivian felt it. I was going back and forth with the idea, and Vivian's, just go grab yourself a bite. Alright, I'll double check on the chats and make sure I didn't miss anything. And then we'll jump right back into the rain. And cheers one more time to everyone. I think I'm going to finish this. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, I definitely needed it. Sometimes you don't think you're thirsty until you drink the water. Isn't that strange? Or maybe that's just bonehead me. And strange is not quite the word. Stupidity might be. But let's ensure that, and I'm pretty sure that there'll be no heat strokes today. Okay, let me take the trash out, and I mean just recycle the bottle. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's walk to the front. That might be a better spot. We'll chill for another few seconds, and then we'll head on out into the rain. How's that? Because I remember when it rained, I used to stand here. Well, back then I didn't meet sign yet initially, so I didn't always have a lot of places to go, especially when I first arrived. So this was very enjoyable actually. After a meal I would come out and kind of chill, and you can't just sit there all day, so I got walking and looped around the cafeteria like I just did, and bring everybody for a small stroll. And that's what I did, and then I would stop by the doors afterwards, and because you just had a meal too, you don't really want to sit down the whole time. And Vivian says, when you feel thirsty, you have passed the point of needing a drink. Thank you, Vivian. I guess nobody really told me that in my lifetime. I always thought when you felt thirsty, that's when you maybe needed some. Well, that shows you just what a fool I am, I guess. So we'll have a small tune and then we'll carry on, yeah? Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. The only girl I care about has gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Let's get going, shall we? Cheers, Medano. I think my singing woke you up. And how many viewers do we lose? Cheers, bro. Let's head to the pond despite being a bit very wet on the floor. Not a bit at all. Thank you, First Class. I'm sure it's not as calming as the rain. Usually I settle for not annoying. But I also often say it's my channel. I can sing if I want to. And you would cry too if it happened to you. The good thing about coming here when it rains is, and I remember this especially when I first realized it, there's no mosquitoes here. Less anyways. Let's sing another song, a little bit less relaxing, but it's still a good song. And I kind of feel like, despite me kind of having a sore throat, but whatever, I just feel like singing. But I guess during these weathers, ever since the month of August hit, my throat has been itchy almost like every morning. It could be due to just the weather conditions and being more humid and stuff. And First Class says, what a view. Thank you. I'm loving it. It's putting me into song a little bit. As Peter says, I think I hear my bed and my stuffed puppy ouchie calling me to come to bed to sleep. It has been kind of a roller coaster day, up and down, emotionally and physically. Well, I hope at the end of the day for you, which is now getting some sleep, I provided some much needed calm downs and cool downs for yourself. And this was a more relaxing ride. And of course, I hope your day gets a lot better tomorrow. And it's a smooth sailing one. Have a good night, Peter. And thanks for joining us. Now I'm going to step back here a little bit. There's too much puddle here. But we can still enjoy the view. Baby, won't you tell me why there is sadness in your eyes? I don't wanna say goodbye to you, but love is one big illusion I should try to forget, but there is something left in my head. You're the one who set it up. Now you're the one to make it stop. I'm the one who's feeling lost right now. And now you want me to forget every little thing you said. But there is something left in my head. I won't forget the way you're kissing, the feeling so strong. We're lasting for so long, but I'm not the man your heart is missing, and that's why you go away. I know you were never satisfied, no matter how I tried. Now you wanna say goodbye to me. Love is one big illusion, and I should try to forget, but there is something left in my head. Okay, that's enough. Let's focus on the walking. Before I get too emotional, and that leads to going off key, which probably might lead to some laughters. It's a rainy vibe. I guess it's a rainy mood then. Nothing negative, all positive. It could be a bit moody. Let's stay in the rain. And cheers everybody, that's in the chat and still staying tuned while I sing. I didn't mention to Vivian I might turn this into a full singing channel. I'm just kidding. But I do tend to scream a little bit on my walks. I said rainy moments, and as you walk along especially, you start thinking and you have emotions. And I think instead of just screaming away into nothingness and words, sometimes put them in song and get some of that emotion out, yeah. Despite if it sounds bad or good. I invite everybody to sing along and get some of those feelings out. Some things are not great when you keep it all inside and locked up. There's other ways to express it, and I think singing is definitely one of those. No, I don't think I sound great with the mic 2. The mic 2 kind of cancels a lot of the echoes out, which I have my voice. So for a singing mic, it would be nice to have a mic that retains the echo. But the mic 2 is much better for conversation. Thank you, Vivian. Nothing wrong with singing. I used to sing all the time when sad or when happy. Yeah. Sing it out. Why not? When I had a car back in the days, I used to sing quite a bit, actually. And nowadays, when I ride, I always scream something. Don knows. The Born to Be Wild song hits my head. That's a different vibe, I guess. And we'll save that for riding days. And Don's having a good chuckle. I guess when you're riding a motorbike, it is the best time to sing, isn't it? Well, I guess if no one's next to you, sometimes I get a few looks. And often when we do start singing, whether in the shower or driving the car, you lose track, yeah? You just go at it and start screaming, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh wait, my windows was down the whole time. No wonder those people are looking over. Hey, see, First Class says, I sing in the shower in my truck. There's something we have in common. And why not, right? Makes the journey more enjoyable and makes the shower last about 2-3 hours when you're into song and you're into it. It becomes kind of like a karaoke event. And for those of you who don't know what that song was, I just kind of screamed out. It was Michael Learns to Rock. That's why. Or that's why you go away. Whoa, very slippery, and that's why it's slippery here. You know what, we can still head here and check it out. I almost slipped, I didn't slip yet. Hey, and I think school is open, so it's going to get busy during lunchtime. And First Class is like, I got a different mood for you. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo. For those younger viewers, now this channel is not made for kids. Just mentioning. But younger viewers are welcome. Usually we're pretty nice and fair. PG-13. And as we're trekking along, some hellos on the replay. Hello to Flick Hunter. And also hello to Martian Mandingo, the manimal, as his family is enjoying the island, probably enduring some rain alongside me. And hope they're settling down as they have some time to check out what Phuket is all about and live here a little bit. And of course I hope Phuket continue to treat them well and they have a great time here. The rainy seasons are a little bit boring in terms of not being able to hit the beach at will, but those better days will surely return quite soon. As we had a A lot of great weather already, and I think the rainy season can only last for about a month or so more. First Class says, definitely have a speaker in my bathroom. All right. This is called quite lively actually for a rainy day. A lot of people walking alongside in the rain. A lot of travelers, and also on bikes. I wanted to do a karaoke stream. I mentioned it a few times, and I am actually dead serious. So let me get things sorted out first, but I might have to go for a test run first and see how things go, because I don't know how the sound's going to filter out, but I guess it's kind of the same when we go to concerts and go to night markets where they have music blasting. So nothing that sounds like really good or anything, but we'll have sound and music. And maybe we can do a karaoke stream or some sort. But I was hoping if Sign sings a lot more, it'll be easy to pull off, but Sign doesn't really sing that much, so last thing I want is to have a solo concert or some sort. But we can have more of a chat and sing session. That might be fun. Let's see if I can rent a nice karaoke room, and then we can do a stream. I just thought it might be fun to mix it up. I wanted to do it for a member stream, but it seems like getting a member's live stream working on Prism is extremely difficult. Or that feature is just not available. And there's Megan saying, I love a karaoke stream. There you are, Megan. I was worried that horrible singing scared you and you ran away. And here you are supporting me to scream some more. Careful what you wish for. And I promised my other viewers there'll probably be only one more left today, okay? When I probably end the episode, end the walk, I might scream another. But until then, we're gonna be safe. And yeah, we might have a karaoke stream. Let me sort that out. Especially with my bro visits, and he doesn't do a lot of singing either, so geez Louise, where's all my singers? I have a few friends that sing pretty good, but they're not visiting anytime soon. But I'll try to organize something. Like I said, it'll probably be more of a chat session, and then we can do some loud, crazy screaming. It'll be fun. I wanted to do it for a member stream to save me some embarrassments, because I'm not looking to become some sort of singing tuber or whatever you want to call, or singer on YouTube. That might be more of an accurate term. But I do enjoy having these walks with everybody, and often I do sing a few tunes. And hopefully you guys don't mind, and thank you so much for your patience. We're gonna trek back in the rain. I'm just gonna enjoy the rain today. I avoided it a bit at the cafeteria. Sorry about that. And can you blame me? Lovely food. Just a lot of memories. Nostalgic indeed. And yeah, thanks Megan. And sometimes all you need is a bit of inspiration and support, and you saying that, I might actually do it. And thank you so much to, of course, Flick, and especially Lee also, both of you, for telling me to continue that health video and that health fitness training. And I will be doing that. So thank you very much for the support and inspiration, as we all do need it. I came out today and wondering where the inspiration is going to come from, but usually it's from you guys, and it definitely was the same today, because I guess I had enough strength to pull myself out here, but to have a great time and to be walking and singing, I think that takes some energy on your part. So thank you, everybody. Vivian said maybe a members video could be someplace you have never taken us to. Yeah, that does sound like a good idea. Now, if I do the members video, so far I might have to use a different app for it. But since I don't need the usual setup, it could be simpler. I don't need all the banners and stuff. Speaking of banners, one moment. Jeez Louise, I always forget. 1 second. This Prism app, ever since it became a paid app, has been a little problem for me. And sorry to my Buy Me a Coffee supporters, and as well as not having a pop-up alert. Now the banners are back and my alert widget is back in place. And also my Buy Me a Coffee banner is there again. But yeah, that's a good idea, Vivian. There are a few places that me and Sign haven't gone to yet. And one in particular we mentioned a few times, but it's been a bad idea on and off due to various reasons. And that's the Cape Prontip. And recently they just had an issue there on a viewpoint where someone was doing a video to get views, and they were taking down the Thai flag and then pretending to be heroic and putting it back. I don't know what the scheme was, but I heard it on the news, and there's all sorts of backlash on them doing that. But of course, when that happens, that's like spreads to all other YouTubers, and everybody gives you a funny look for that week. Because they're just not sure what type of YouTuber you are. I'm not sure it's a good idea to walk down this path, but we'll find out shortly, because it's super steep going downhill. And the problem is my shoes are the outsoles on the bottom aren't really designed for slippery grip, but we'll find out. Hopefully I'll still manage. And it looks like we hit the 1.5 hour mark. I do tend to have a good time and walk a lot longer than I usually plan. I planned today, since it was raining, I said, maybe I'll go for 1.5 hours, or it looks like we're gonna pass that. One second. Did I miss something? Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Let me check my other chats. Oh yes, Megan, sorry. My chats are so slow. Yeah, that was very strange. So there was a lot of backlash for it because, you know, the flag was actually public property, and were they even allowed on that viewpoint because it's a particular tourist viewpoint is very famous, and usually you don't go and touch, the country's flag, especially when it's set up by the country. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry, I kind of lapsed out there. Yes, and when those things happen, when you have bad YouTubers or bad streamers, it kind of puts pressure on everybody that streams, because people for that, like I say, it's not a long-term effect usually, but it does last for like a month. When you walk around, people are giving you weird looks, especially where it happened. So yeah, that happened at a particular viewpoint that me and Simon wanted to take everybody. So we haven't been able to go there this time around due to that incident. No, it's all because of me. See, I talked about the news a little bit, and we're getting mixed vibes. Isn't there happy news? Nowadays, I think they should make a happy news channel. I'm sure there are good events and good news that happens around, aside from just bad things. Actually, the one of the more local Thailand news outlets on YouTube that I watch, the Tiger, and I watched them since they're located in Phuket a long time ago. And they actually have a segment now. It's hilarious. The show now is ran by Jay and Alex, and Jay has been a long-time host of the news channel. But yeah, those two are awesome. But yeah, they have a special segment which I really enjoy, and they're called Feel Good News. So after they do all sorts of different types of news, which obviously brings the vibe to a low point sometimes, and they have the segment that goes Feel Good News, and they focus on all sorts of hilarious and good news that occurred around Thailand. I think that segment alone could be a channel alone. A standalone channel on happy news. Yeah, usually it's a few people that cause issues and ruins it for the majority. But I do what I can to be a better walktuber, I guess. I'm just trying to focus on not slipping. It's quite a hill here. I'll show you guys. Whoa. Okay. Oh yes, and Roy Explorers was having a stream about the same time I was, but he had one earlier, and the day before I was able to join him a little bit, and he's streaming with the DJI Pocket 3, so hoorays to him. That's a little bit difficult to achieve, and good for him for doing so. And he was somewhere on that stream checking out all sorts of exotic animals, including parrots and albino alligators and all sorts of good stuff on that stream. So do check out Roy Explorers and see if I have a chance to hold that link. Roy, there you are, Roy. Okay. And thank you, Megan. Megan says you're always respectful when filming, Alex. Definitely set a good example for the rest of you. Thank you. Well, I do what I can on my part anyways. Not sure about the example. But we'll keep things the same here. That's always been the way I see things. I do what I can, on my part anyways. And there's Roy's channel. And he had a whole bunch of amazing live streams up, including one just now. Maybe he's still going, I'm not sure, but he's done a couple today. So check out Roy Explores as he adventures all over. And I try my best not to slip. Okay. Let me try to cross here first. That road on this side is not so great. All right. And finally some rainy vibes and rainy season vibes, that is. A little bit of romantic rain the whole walk through. Hasn't gone that bad, and that's the weather you would expect if you're visiting the island now. And yesterday we had plenty of sun. And Vivian says, time for me to say night. See you all tomorrow, almost today. Night, my chat friends, and have a good night. Remember, thumbs up. Thank you. Pandina Kap, Vivian Johnson. I usually would show my big head. I'm just kind of struggling with the umbrella here, but I'm still going to show my big head. And Pandina Cup, Vivian Johnson, thanks for joining us and making sure that I know that the stream isn't down. The pop-up's still coming up. But Kokumana Cup, and hope you enjoyed this on the replay. We have some ways to go. This might be a little bit far, I guess, but okay lah, in terms of the start of the victory lap. And okay la is type of a tonal sound they would say here when they say okay, or okay cup. Also used in Asia. They always, in terms of language, have a tonal sound to represent what emotions mean or further express emotion. That's the best way I can explain it anyways. But all in all, Pandina Cup, Vivian Johnson, and we're going to keep trekking. And First Last says it's raining there also. Hey, I guess we're feeling the same vibes now. Then feel free to jump in the truck or the shower and sing along. As I guess you can also be singing in the rain as well. Well, if you want to go out, that is. I think I can go. And in terms of walking, we're quite VIP today. It's just us out here right now, in this stretch anyways. Everyone else is on a bike. And for those of you who's still with me overseas, of course, that is, braving the night, first and foremost, thank you very much. I hope I'm helping you sleep a little better tonight, so you can enjoy that good day tomorrow. I'm just double checking on a few things, and then we'll get going. Okay. And for my viewers locally, hello. Hello, Thailand. It's almost 11 a.m. here, so an hour away before you need to grab lunch. Plenty of time, so sit back and relax as we continue to walk on in the rain. Do stay dry, my friends, if you're locally on Phuket Island. Grab an umbrella or a raincoat. I think that will do the trick. And as everyone says goodnight to Vivian Johnson, thank you, Madano, and Intruder Alert Captain. That also lets me know that the stream is going. So thank you to both of you. It's up to you guys now to let me know that pop-up is freaking me out. It's fake, because it keeps on popping up saying cannot stream to YouTube. But we seem to be on YouTube. Okay. And the stream seems to be doing all right. Thank you, Don. As Intruder Alert Captain says, everything looks and sounds good. And that's what I need to hear. In terms of quality-wise, and also reassurance for myself. I know a lot of people are trying to upgrade their stream quality and testing out Moblin. I heard a few times on people's streams. Might be worthwhile. Moblin is pretty versatile. It can also connect other phones and cameras a little bit easier. While on the stream, so you can have multiple cameras and switch in between. And also, not to mention, Moblin can stream in 2K and 4K for higher quality. But we're gonna cut it out with Prism for now. I still like it. I think it's alright, and when I'm ready for the 4K upgrade, I'll let everybody know. I kind of have an idea how to do it locally in terms of Phuket's weather and environment. But right now is 1080p and 60 FPS. And also Henry from the TDT, Toronto Tech in Transit channel, had a great coverage of the air show the other day on the live stream. I believe it was a 5-hour stream. Very epic. Of course, Henry has done way longer ones, but it's a great coverage of the air show. So do check out Henry as well. And I'll pull that channel once I have a chance, but I'm sure everybody knows who Henry is. One moment. Thank you, Madano. Cheers. And there's that link provided to you. So check the chats and head to TTT, Toronto Tech in Transit, as he's covering awesome content around the Toronto area still. Later on, he will be making his adventures in the West Coast, British Columbia. So go over and check out that Toronto coverage right now before the scenery changes a bit. But hey, until then, check out the amazing live stream and coverage of that air show. And I remember not too long ago, just a few days ago, T-Shots Tara also had a live stream where Sign was able to join in. I was a little bit busy, so just lurking myself, but Sign said she had a great time in the chats and during that walk. So do check out T-Shots in Toronto, all the way on the other side of the world. So check out what's happening there overseas. One of the best walktubers in Toronto, Tara T-Shots, and her setup is amazing in terms of her streaming setup. Usually her walks are streamed in at least 2K, but overall all the walks are in amazing quality. So thank you, Madano, once again. Do check out the chats and go over to Tara's channel. And if you're smart enough in terms of you need to be tech savvy and want to stream yourself, you'll also join members, and Mr. Shots can show you what the amazing setup is all about and how to set it up and what I'm talking about. So go over and subscribe and like the content first, and if you're into streaming, become a member and get some advice on what she does exactly. Yeah, thank you, Madano. Always appreciate it, especially during these rainy days. On some days, Madano knows Alex is all right, he's got this, but today definitely in need of your help. All my mods, including letting me know that, hey, the stream is actually on YouTube, because it's still letting me know that, hey, poor network, not streaming to YouTube. And I'm like, we're still online. And once again, I brought that to everybody's attention because of me. My bad. And since we can't cross the street, but the flowers are still also pretty, let's zoom in on a closer view so I can bring us back out on the wide angle a little bit after. hello to everyone that likes flowers, but Chatty Kathy, and of course Cynthia's sunflowers, and Jazz as well. I know Juanita's with us. And actually we're quite into our victory lap now. I just forgot to mention it. So I guess we'll pull one last link before we get going and wrap things up in terms of my day. I'd like everybody to check out Ready Eddie. He's done a nice video on La Boo Boo, but not really La Boo Boo, more so La Fufu. But you'll also see some real La Boo Boo dolls. So if you're trying to figure out what I'm rambling on about, go over to Ready Eddie and check out his video on his recent new toy and purchase. And it's all very fun to watch. Me and Sign definitely enjoyed it, so go and check it out. Ready Eddie. I know recently he has been a bit busy and not a lot of live streams coming up yet, but he did do one a few weeks ago if you missed it. So while you're at the channel, check that live stream out and stay tuned for the next one. And I'm actually really happy because I promised everybody a rainy day walk, and we finally got one. Because I wrote down the title a few times and it was no rain for a lot of parts of it, but today it's all romantic rain the whole way through, and I try my best to stay in the rain instead of dodging it so we can enjoy more of this vibe, because I think that's what the walk is all about. So hope everybody's enjoyed this rainy walk so far, and we're reaching a little bit towards the end of our victory lap now, and we're on the 2-hour mark. Now I am a little bit busy going forward onto the day. I need to get a workout and perhaps do a video of that, and then of course some thumbnails for today's support, wonderful support, and also last time. So cheers to Don. I'll get something up for us. I already started it, but I get picky at times, so, and I'm biting on my tongue a little bit now. But of course also cheers to First Last for hitting our super chat goals, and Vivian Johnson, and I'll be sure to redesign the thumbnail for us. And a big hello to Gazu as well on the replay, and also City Emerald, which is Steve, a good friend of the channel as well. And I just said on the last chat that Steve had a awesome video of a free beer in Oregon. So check out that free beer video. It's a shorter video, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's fun. So head over to the Steve channel when you have a chance as well. Good. Megan says Phuket has some of the most beautiful and lush vegetations. I don't think I could ever get tired of looking at it. Yeah, and that's why I come out for these walks. I realize regardless of where I go, the natural environment here does a lot of the work for me, including the butterflies we're checking out now. Right? And thank you, Megan, for telling me to stop, look, and listen, because I often just walk right past these. probably be ending the walk soon. And I was looking for the cat that usually waves at us for goodbye, but I guess someone took the cat out for a vacation. So let's keep marching a bit forward before I wrap things up. And a huge shout out, an early shout out before we end things. In case I forget, I'm sure I won't, but thank you First Last, of course, for hitting our super chat goals, the wonderful $10 super chat, and as well as Vivian Johnson taking care of me later on into the night as Sign is not around. So Vivian says, hey, get yourself something to eat, and it was definitely a great place to grab a bite for myself because it takes me down memory lane. A lot of nostalgic, wonderful memories in that cafeteria and the food they provide. The same lady that served me when I first arrived on the island. So cheers. Now I'm gonna go further up here first. Yeah, Megan. I'm like, where's the giant inflatable cat that I usually see? I was so disappointed that's missing. I guess we'll sign off here looking into the sights of the road here before we part ways today. And I think some of you might have heard this song. Where I haven't heard it for years, so see if I can get a phrase in for us before we sign off. Here I am trying to learn the new song, or old new song, however you want to put it. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement, as the moon lost her memories, she is smiling alone. In the lamplight, the withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to moan. Touch me, it's so easy to leave me all alone with the memories of the days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has begun. Alright, I don't know how much of that you guys heard thanks to all the traffic, but a new day will begin tomorrow, and I will miss everybody until we meet again, and I hope we'll see everybody soon. And hopefully we still have a few viewers hanging around after the horrible singing. But kakumanakat everybody for joining this journey, and of course a very wonderful thank you to the wonderful support from First Last since we began the journey, and as well as Vivian Johnson. Now I have a nice dinner for tonight. But all in all, thank you everyone, and hey, well wishes to you, Hajat, as well, and to your grandma, and hope she's feeling better soon enough, if anything. But yeah, bless her, and good health to her. So all in all, I hope you guys had a great time. I definitely had a wonderful day, despite some horrible singing. My bad, but I was in the mood for song. Can you blame me? It's a rainy vibes, rainy day, and we had a great walk. So I hope we'll have one soon enough. But until we meet again next time, I'm your Phuket walker, Alex. Sawadee Cup, Sawadee Ka, and Sawadee Ja, and I shall catch everybody later. And hello, Kurt Affair on the replay. Cheers, everybody, and please do stay for the outro music. It gives a very important shout out to all my members, and I do have some gifted memberships to hand out, but that will be in a few days, and stay tuned for that, of course. But until we meet again, thank you to all my members. I appreciate all your wonderful support, and of course thank you to everybody that's joined me for the walk today. Have a great one. Until we meet again, take care, and we're off.